Hi friends, welcome back to Canada Tried and Tested. Many of you have been asking questions related to age. I'm 35-year-old, I'm 40-year-old, I'm 45-year-old, I'm 50-year-old. Can I come to Canada? Also, my education is so and so. Can I come to Canada? And my profession is this. Can I come to Canada? In today's video, I will try to give you an answer in such a way that you want to understand, and I will direct you to all the right resources so that you can go and validate this from your end. You don't have to go and listen to anyone. These links which I'm going to share with you, you will be able to find all the right information in those places, and this is the promise I make. So if you're new to my channel, please go ahead and press the like button as well as do subscribe so that you keep getting such content in future. I share my experience as a new immigrant here in Canada, as well as I keep sharing such insight which is meaningful for you. Now, without wasting much time, when I started my Canada PR journey, I went to an agency in Bangalore. Now, I don't know if they were even approved licensed immigration agency. They were not able to show that to me. Luckily for me, I did not go with them, and I started doing online search. And even in online search, there are many resources available, but at some point they start leading you to some kind of an agent or a consultant, and I wanted to avoid that. That's when I stumbled upon this Canada government's official website, www.canada.ca. This website initially looked little difficult for me to understand, but as and when I started to dedicate time and started to read through the requirement, it started to clearly emerge on how I can make myself competitive for the program what I'm looking for. So in my research, I found that express entry is one of the fastest way to immigrate to Canada, provided you have the right CRS score, comprehensive ranking system score. I have talked about this in my few previous videos, but here the comprehensive ranking system has been structured in such a way that there are numerous factors and these factors have points associated with them. So for example, when you look at the age, the maximum point person gets when he is in between the age of, he or she is in age of 20 to 29. So if I have to look at this entire scoring system, after 29 you start to lose points. You can go and check the table yourself. At 30 you start to lose 5 points, at 31 you start to lose another 5 points, and if you are above 45 year and above, there is no point for this express entry. So my logical conclusion is the younger the better. Okay, so this one thing became clear to me, that age was not on my side because I was 36 when I started with the process. The second thing is education qualification. Again, if you have done your graduation, you have this X point. If you have done 2 or more degree, then the point is little more. If you have done masters, the point is little more, and if you have done your PhD, the point is little more. And again, this has a correlation with the factor where you get points for the skill transferability, like your education, how that skill transferability comes in. So this again has a correlation. So what I understood is, if you have a better education, again you have edge when it comes to the point. Okay, now the third thing is your profession. In profession, what was important for me to find was the national occupation classification, the right national occupation classification. And this is where people like you and me, who are commoner, who are looking for guidance, we are seeking for expert. Now again, www.canada.ca, this website has this section called Find Your NOC. And when you go and type the skill, what you do, like I'm project manager, I started searching term with project and manager, and then I started to see NOC and what the title is, as well as the skill level what is given in this table. So again here I found out that very meticulously each and every job has been categorized, okay, and based on the job, what are the main duties, as well as the qualifications, what is required, what is excluded, what's included, everything is given much in detail. So there was again no confusion. I did not have to go and ask anyone, everything was there, okay. So then I started to have faith in me that I can do this process. The other thing was the language proficiency exam. For this again, the band what I get will determine the points what I will have. Now you remember I said that my age was 36, so I was losing point, okay, and for the work experience against the national occupation classification, I get maximum point if I have 3 years of experience. If I have 4 years, the point remains same. If I have 10 years, the point remains same. And if I have 15 years, the point remain same. So I gain full points when I complete 3 years. This is, I'm talking about express entry. So one thing again was clear, that the younger I come and with 3 years of experience, I will be able to get these two maximum point, age as well as education. So I hope so far things are becoming clearer to you. Now for someone who is 35-year-old, he's losing points in the age factor, okay. For someone who is not having say a better education qualification like masters or PhD, he's already losing points based on his qualification. So this thing also became very, very clear to me. So the only possible way I could be competitive with the younger population was by getting a better English language proficiency test result. So there are various bands. Based on the band, the scoring keeps changing. So only if I get the highest band, I could have made into the competitive CRS table. So every fourth night this draw usually happens. The frequency sometimes changes. During COVID we saw that this was not following the same 15 days pattern, but by looking at the CRS table, by looking at how many invitation to apply is getting delivered in each of this table, I was able to make an assumption that if X amount of people are getting invited every draw, and this is the score, the cutoff score, what will be the score I need to have minimum for me to be competitive amongst others. So that's how I was able to strategize. Now coming to the question of age, again please go to Canada government's official website and see what skill you have, and against that skill what the requirement is. That is the first part for you to know. The second part is to know the competition. The minimum criteria will not get you anywhere. Now you might be seeing the recent invitation to apply for Canadian experience class, and sometimes you would hear news that the score is going low. Don't get fooled by that. If you're coming from outside Canada, that score I don't think any time in future will be coming. Now this is my assumption, and this is my assumption based on the last so many months of data which I have seen on Canada government's official website, www.canada.ca. So by looking at the data, I was able to identify what is the competitive score I need to have. So that's how I started becoming confident that okay, I can go and try for the express entry. Now had express entry not happened, well, I would have looked at the other programs, but I also knew that those would be challenging and not as straightforward as express entry, because here I knew that if I get the desired score, then there is a possibility that I will get the invitation to apply. So everything has a correlation. There is no one thing which will outshine the other. It is a combination of many such factors which makes you competitive. At the end, what Canada is looking for is how skilled you are, how you will come and integrate with Canada's economy and start contributing, and how are you trying to solve Canada's problem. So these are the things which comes to my mind, and I hope with these inputs and looking at Canada government's official website, that is www.canada.ca, you will go seek information what you're looking in, and then you will be able to validate against what competency you have. Now remember, online as well as offline, there are many people who would be calling themselves as consultant. You have a way to know whether they have a license for you to get the immigration advice. And how do you know that? This website ICCRC, this website has all the repository of licensed immigration consultant. Once you ask for their number and you enter, you will get details of all the information related to their contact detail, their address, and so on. So again, these are validations you can do. I thought I will come in front of you, share this my experience of this Canada PR journey. I found Canada government's website to be the most transparent and direct way of approaching things. I found it initially difficult, but once I understood, it was easy for me. I just was interacting with Canada government and there was no in-between layer. So I hope you found this video informative. If you have any questions or comment, please do let me know. Again, I'm not an immigration consultant. I share my personal journey and my personal experience of doing this entire thing on my own, just by looking at Canada government's official website www.canada.ca. Thanks for watching Canada Tried and Tested.